Hey everybody, welcome to the 29th episode of California Wine TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Scott Sheldon. Thrilled to be here today. So for this episode, we're going to do a little spotlight on the Sierra Foothills region of California. If you're not familiar with this region, it's 100 miles east of San Francisco and Napa, give or take, and about 40 miles east of Sacramento. The best wineries in this region, and the majority of them, I'm told, are in the Shenandoah Valley region. It's established as an AVA in 1983. It's near the town of Plymouth. The elevation there ranges from about 1,200 feet to about 3,000 feet. And some interesting characteristics with the soil. There's a lot of sandy clay loam derived from volcanic rock and decomposed granite. So I'm expecting to find some minerality in some of these wines, and should be an interesting show. So the first wine coming from Villa Toscano. It's a 2009 Viognier, and the origin of Viognier comes from Croatia. Its modern fame is more associated with the Rhone Valley, like in the last 200 years, and it's an interesting varietal. These wines have been open for about an hour. Everything's at room temperature. So this wine goes for $24 on their website, villatoscano.com, if you want to check them out. Nice medium golden yellow color there, you can see that. Got my Sanford tasting glass. It's a great winery if you haven't been up there. All right, let's get some air into this. 12.8% alcohol for this wine. So right off the bat, there's some honey characteristic coming through. Floral notes, a little bit of rose, jasmine. Some stone fruit, like some white peach, dried apricot. The honey component's really nice. I do like that. And yes, there is some minerality going on. So let's give it a taste and see how we like it. Nice honey and pineapple flavors on the palate. Great acidity to this wine. Nice finish. It's got some decent weight to it. Good, solid, well-made wine. It's 85 points, my score on this wine. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Viognier is a cool varietal if you're not familiar with it. Goes great like with spicy Asian foods and will stand up really well to like the strongest cheeses. So it's cool to have some fun with, especially with food pairing and whatnot. So cool, awesome start. Let's move on to the second wine, also coming from Villa Toscano. We have here a 2008 Barbera, 15.5% alcohol. This one goes for $28 on their website. Again, a 2008. 100% Barbera, seen 14 months in oak. And let's give it a little pour, move things around. And so up in that area, Shenandoah Valley, gold was discovered in 1848. And so there was like a big influx of miners, most of them single men. And so there were a lot of wineries that sprung up around that time to cater, to these miners. A lot of the people who opened the wineries, were of Italian descent, Italian immigrants. So you'll see a lot of Italian varietals represented: Sangiovese, Barbera, other white varietals, Primitivo. So that's a big influence there. And because of the age of how long that scene, got started, there's some Zinfandel vines there that are over 125 years old. So it's kind of interesting. So again, a nice Barbera. Take a look at the color. Nice deep ruby color. Get some air into it. Barbera is the second most widely used grape in Italy, behind the Sangiovese. So beautiful cherry cherry cola component to this wine. Nice oak, a little vanilla. Nice caramel component also going on the nose. I like that. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, good red fruit. Again, you're seeing the acidity, has a nice backbone, nice balance. It's rich but not too heavy. Really nice balance to this wine. Good blueberry flavors. Again, you can taste that oak, the vanilla. Real intense fruit flavors coming through. Blueberry, cherry. Really nicely made wine. Again, $28 on their website. I would, my score, 86 points on this wine. Definitely worth checking out. And let's move on. It's wine number 3, coming from Noceto. Vino Noceto. You can see them at noceto.com. It's a 2008 Sangiovese. And $18 on their website, 14.2% alcohol. They were founded in 1987, and they make about 9,000 cases or so of Sangiovese every year. That's their main varietal that they like to focus on. And so I had the 07 version vintage of this wine. Had it at the rehearsal dinner for our wedding. We had it over in Sonoma, right off the square, and I really like the 07. Great food-friendly wine, and so I'm excited to taste this one. Yeah, Della Santina is the restaurant we had it at. Really cool restaurant, great Italian food, great outside scene, little backyard, courtyard kind of thing. Really quaint. Beautiful oaky, cherry, cranberry goodness going on in this wine. Wow. These are definitely like Chianti-inspired wines they make over at Noceto. Yeah, beautiful oak, really nice, not overbearing at all. A little bit of a cocoa, a chocolate component. Very nice. Their winery is 100% solar, which is always a good thing. Let's give it a taste. Very fruit forward wine. Beautiful red fruits with sour cherry. It's a great wine to pair up with like tomato based like pastas, pizzas, grilled meats. Goes really well with. Sorry, couldn't spit that one out. Wow, that's really nice. Yeah, it's nice. The cherry component is like slightly candied, but not overbearing at all. Great balance. Again, some acidity with this wine. 89 plus points, my score on this wine. Excellent job, Noceto, and a great value, under $20 for a real solid Sangiovese. So let's move on to the 4th and final wine. Slide things down just a little bit. Okay, so the last wine is coming from Carly Wines. It's a 2008 Zinfandel. 15.4% alcohol, $26 US on their website. So it's coming from Amador County, and it's a blend of Zinfandel and Petit Syrah. And it's interesting because the name here, Warrior Fires Zinfandel. Warrior Fires refers to the vineyard where the Petite Sirah comes from, and the soil there is this really dark soil. Comes from, I guess, thousands of years of Indians there burning campfires. So, and then I guess the soils for the Zinfandel vineyards are more of a red, a little bit of oxidized iron gives it that color. Should be kind of interesting. All right, get some air into here. Wow, great earthiness to this wine on the nose. I wouldn't necessarily take this for a Zinfandel in a blind tasting. It has kind of that red fruit and earthiness, more reminiscent of like a Barolo, so to speak. Wow, that's just a beautiful nose on this wine. All right, let's give it a taste. Great intensity to this wine. Strong fruit with a great acidity. Really great tannins. Tannins on this wine are really nicely integrated. Again, great minerality to this wine. This wine is fabulous. I just like the intensity that this wine packs, and it's just, and the minerality of all these wines are just really right up my alley. I really like the minerality, the acidity, and again, it comes from that unique soil with all the volcanic rock, all that decomposed granite, and you guys got to check out some of these wines if you're not familiar with this area. Definitely worth checking out. So 90 points, my score on this wine. Again, $26, carlywines.com if you want to check them out. All the wines here were sent in from the wineries provided for the show. And I just wanted to say thank you for sending the wines in, and I hope the viewers learned something. And guys, please check out our website, CaliforniaWineTV.com, and you can download your free ebook on California wine, food pairing, and check out what else is going on. And so we're going to continue. We're going to have a part 2 of the site. Part 2 of the show. We had so many wines sent in for the show. It's going to be a 2-parter, and Diari has wines that they sent in, so we're going to conclude in a few days with part 2 of the show. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Till next time, cheers.